Hi guys, I'm Rob Sikora and I am the new principal here at St. Andrew.
I'm Jessica Wagner and I'm the vice principal here.
And I am super excited to be here. I'm very grateful that I got to meet a lot of you last May, but looking forward to meeting all the new faces starting on day one, teachers, students, and parents.
I'm excited to be transitioning from the classroom. I taught 8th grade here for 6 years, so I'm excited to be transitioning from that to administrative, and I'm excited to do it here at my home at St. Andrew. So tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
My name is Chris Schumann. I am teaching 8th grade English and 6th and 8th grade religion. I grew up at St. Ephraim Parish. I went there for school. I also went to Conwell Egan.
Nice.
And my family and I are practicing parishioners at St. Andrews.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your educational experiences?
My undergrad degree was from Temple University. I used to work in nursing homes with dementia residents. And then I went back to school and got my master's degree in secondary education from LaSalle University.
That's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your faith.
My faith is very strong, and honestly, my kids help keep it very strong. We go to Mass every single Sunday, and my youngest daughter is the one that really drives that. She's the one that absolutely looks forward to going to Mass, and she tells everyone that in the future she truly wants to be a saint. She loves St. Joan of Arc, and she said that she would love to be as wonderful a person as St. Joan of Arc was.
Wasn't she Joan of Arc at the All Saints Pageant?
She was.
I remember.
She was. And she's already chosen Joan as her confirmation name in several years.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So what are you most looking forward to this school year?
I'm looking forward to the kids. I know the kids and the families and some of the exciting things that we have in 8th grade. We have the trip and the graduation and even the simpler things such as the teacher versus volleyball game, the magazine drive, Catholic Schools Week, all of those fun things.
That's wonderful. And if someone stopped you in the hallway, what should they ask you about?
They should most certainly ask me about my trip to Poland because I went to Poland last year and it was life-changing. It was amazing.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. So tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
My name is Lindsay Leinheiser. I'm from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, and I teach pre-K 4 in the Silver Room.
That's wonderful. Excited to have you. So can you tell us a little bit about your educational experiences?
Yes, I went to Kutztown University. I went to public school in Chamonix High School, and now I'm here at St. Andrew.
So do you have any ties to St. Andrew?
Yes, my siblings, 2 of my younger siblings went here. One graduated, he's at Notre Dame in 10th grade, and my sister Brielle's here in 8th grade.
That's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your faith.
Well, I just started coming to church so much more and exploring my faith, immensely, and I'm so excited to share my faith with my students and explore that way.
That's wonderful. And what are you most looking forward to this school year?
Just changing lives and being with the kids every day.
That's wonderful. And if someone stopped you in the hallway, what should they ask you about?
My time at the beach and how I love being on the boat.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So can you tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year?
Christina Williamson, Newtown, Pennsylvania, 7th grade English and religion.
That's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your education.
So I went to grade school at Maternity BVM, high school Nazareth Academy, undergrad University of Delaware, law school, Delaware Law School at Widener University, and then University of Penn for my master's in education.
So a career change for you.
Yes.
And student teaching?
Student teaching last year, 1 year in Philadelphia Public Schools in Kensington.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Any ties to St. Andrew?
Yep, my family and I are members of St. Andrew, and my parents are also members of St. Andrews.
That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about your faith.
So I grew up going to Catholic school my whole life, pre-K through 12th grade. And then I went to a larger school, and that was not a Catholic college, but have never left my faith. Obviously, I'm back here, and it's a very personal relationship I have with God, and we have many, many conversations, especially with 2 daughters
That's
that are
awesome.
teenagers now.
Oh, right. What are you most looking forward to this school year?
Just getting to know the kids, and coming back and teaching in a parish that I'm really, really familiar with and love.
That's wonderful. And if someone stopped you in the hallway, what should they ask you about?
Probably my daughter's riding competitions that they do pretty much every weekend. They ride horses, so we are always away at some horse show on the weekends.
That's wonderful. Thank you. So tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
Sure. My name is Marissa Moran. I am from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, and I'll be teaching kindergarten.
That's wonderful. Excited to have you. Tell us a little bit about your educational experiences.
Sure. So I actually went to St. Andrew's School from preschool all the way through 8th grade,
Nice.
so I'm excited to be back. After that, I went to Villa Joseph Marie High School in Holland and then Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, and I just recently graduated in May.
That's wonderful. Congratulations. And we're
Thank you.
excited to have a St. Andrew alum back in our building. And so your siblings went here as well?
Yes, yep, all 3 of my siblings went here as well, and the one is actually in the 7th grade,
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
excited to share the building with her.
It'll be an experience for the both of you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your faith.
Sure. My faith is definitely constantly evolving. I feel blessed to have built such a strong foundation through many years of Catholic school, preschool, all the way up through college, actually. So
That's wonderful. What are you most looking forward to this school year?
I am most looking forward to meeting my kindergartners, their excitement for school, and kind of, giving them a strong foundation and start for the rest of their education year.
Oh, that's awesome. And if someone stopped you in the hallway, what should they ask you about?
Maybe ask me about either my trip to Ireland or the beach.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, so tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
My name is Rip Engel. I'm from Newtown.
Can you tell us a little bit about your educational experiences?
I attended Gwen Mercy University and I got my bachelor's in criminal justice. And before that, I went to Randolph-Macon for a year
Okay.
and then transferred over.
Any ties to St. Andrew?
I went to St. Andrews for my 8th grade year, so I'm an alumni.
Nice to have you back. And your siblings as well?
I have 2 younger sisters, Riley and Ray Ray. And Ray Ray went here when she was younger.
Okay, very good. Good to have you back. Can you tell us a little bit about your faith?
I've been a Catholic my entire life, and I'm a member of the St. Andrew Parish, and my family's been members of the Catholic Church as well.
That's awesome. And can you tell us what you're most looking forward to this school year?
Well, the fact that I went here and I'm able to teach here, I'm very excited. There's a great camaraderie here, and it's a very special school, so I'm excited to be back.
We're excited to have you. And
Thank
if
you.
someone saw you in the hallway, what should they ask you about?
I love sports. I played basketball my whole life, and
What's your team?
I like the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to surf, so anything in sports, I'm very, very interested.
All right. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, so tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
I am Emily Roach. I'm from Warrington. I will be teaching 8th grade English language arts, as well as 8th grade religion and 7th grade religion.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and your educational experiences?
I went to Catholic school for 12 years myself, St. Francis Cabrini, Bishop Comwell, and then I moved on to Temple University and got my master's from Trenton State College.
Okay, very nice. Any ties to St. Andrew Parish or school?
I know Lynn Dixon. She's a very good friend of mine from high school, and she teaches 3rd grade here.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your relationship with God.
I am bringing back God into my life recently with coming back into teaching Catholic school, and I'm really looking forward to teaching religion again and making it an everyday part of my life.
That's wonderful. What are you most looking forward to this school year?
Oh, just getting to know all the kids and getting to know everything about them and being cool again.
Very nice. And if someone saw you in the hallway, they should be sure to ask you about what?
My 50th birthday party.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
My name's Anastasia Giannotti. I am from Richboro, Pennsylvania, and I'm teaching 3rd grade.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your educational experiences?
Sure. So I went to Duquesne University in Pittsburgh for my undergrad, and there I got my degree in early childhood education. And then right from there, I went to the University of Pennsylvania,
Wow.
and I got my master's degree in reading, writing, and literacy with the aspirations to be a reading specialist.
Wow, that's awesome. Any ties to St. Andrew?
I did. I went to St. Andrews up until 4th grade, and then we moved to Richboro, so I switched schools. We are parishioners at St. Bede's, but we went to St. Andrews Church as well.
Okay, very nice. And tell us a little bit about your faith.
My faith. I have grown with my faith as I've gone through school. I've always attended Catholic school, so it's always been very important to me. I attend Mass on Sundays, and I just think it's a big part of my life, and I've received all the sacraments up until the ones that I could. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to this school year?
I think I'm most excited to see how the kids and I grow throughout the year since it's my first classroom.
Sure.
I really loved my 3rd grade teacher. She was a big role model for me. So she impacted my life a lot, so I hope I have that same impact on my students.
That's wonderful. And if someone saw you in the hallway, they should be sure to ask you about...
They should be sure to ask me about my love for travel, anything about my family, and just some of my goals.
And your recent trip to Italy.
And my recent trip to Italy, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching this year.
My name is Marielle McGinley. I'm from Richboro, Pennsylvania, and I will be teaching social studies in 5th grade.
Okay, that's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your educational experiences.
I started teaching a million years ago in 1999 at St. Tim's, and then I moved to a charter school for 8 years. I decided to take some time off and raise my children. I began subbing at St. Andrews a couple years ago, so I feel right at home.
And your kids go to St. Andrew.
They do, all 4 of them.
That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about your faith.
My faith, I have 18 plus years of Catholic school, so I have a very good foundation, but I still have a ways to go on my faith journey, and it'll be nice to be in this kind of environment.
That's wonderful. What are you most looking forward to this school year?
I'm very excited to be teaching 5th grade social studies. It's always been my favorite, and when I heard that this position opened up, I felt like it was a sign. God was telling me it's time to go back full time, get in there, and I have a particular soft spot for this group coming up, so I'm excited to be with them.
That's wonderful. We're lucky to have you.
Thank you.
And if someone saw you in the hallway, they should be sure to ask you about...
I guess my kids and maybe why I send them to St. Andrews.
Okay. And your Super Bowl trip, maybe?
Yes, I did go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I went there on a private jet. It's a long story. We got very lucky. And even luckier, the Eagles won that year.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
See? I told you it was easy.
All right.
Absolutely perfect. That's all we need.
My name is Linda Dario. I'm originally from Connecticut, Windsor, Connecticut, just a small town north of Hartford. And I'm going to be teaching pre-K 3 half days.
Great, thank you. Tell us a little bit about your background and any prior relationship you might have with St. Andrews.
No relationship with St. Andrews. I came from Grey Nun Academy prior to this, and I was a pre-K 3 and 4 associate. Prior to that, I taught art education, pre-K through 8th grade.
Great, thanks. Is there anything that you would like to share with us about your background, or anything that's important to you about religious and Catholic education?
Because I have an art background and I have a love of art, I see art and God's work in everything. I love landscaping. I love doing landscaping design. I love art projects, and I love kids. I have 4 of my own.
Great. And my last question for you is, why are you excited to be here at St. Andrew's School?
As an associate, I had 1 role, and now I'm the lead teacher, and I'm excited to do that. I loved working with the little ones, and we do lots of art projects, so I'm excited to be part of this community. It seems like one big family.
Great. We're super excited to have you here too.
Thank you.
What is your name? Where are you from? And what will you be teaching here?
My name is Elisa Esposito. I will be teaching 8th grade social studies and science, and I am from New York.
Great. And can you give us a little bit about your background?
Sure. I started teaching in a Catholic school in Staten Island. From there I raised my children, and then I went into teaching in New Jersey, and I'm here.
Thank you. Do you share any of your faith and what's important to you?
Well, religion is very important to me. I was a religious education teacher while I was not teaching full-time. It's very important for my children. We go to church every Sunday. We pray before meals, and it's nice to be held accountable to something to believe in.
Great, thank you. And why are you most excited to be here at St. Andrew?
Oh, I'm extremely excited to be back in my own classroom, to have those relationships with the kids again, and just to be a part of their world and have them be a part of mine.
Great, thank you so much for your time. Could you please tell us your name, where you're from, and what you will be teaching?
I'm Ann Shields. I live in Southampton, and I will be the specials teacher for our pre-K program and the early threes teacher on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Great. And would you please share a little bit about your background with us?
I've been a teacher for over 30 years, originally always in early childhood. I taught first grade for a long time, and then I went to pre-K. Most of my teaching career has been with the Sisters of the Grey Nuns of the Sacred Heart, where I taught at Grey Nun Academy.
Great, thank you. And then would you please share something about your faith and what's important to you?
My long career of teaching, I've been blessed being able to be in a Catholic setting where my faith has been able to mold my relationships with my students and also with my colleagues. And I love teaching the little ones about faith because I feel it is so simple. The first prayer they learn is the sign of the cross. And after we learn the sign of the cross, I always teach them a different way of saying it is, "Dear God, I love you." So that simplicity is carried on all during the day in everything I do, hopefully.
Oh, that's awesome. And we're super excited to have you here. Can you share with us why you're excited to be at St. Andrew?
I'm just excited to be able to continue my passion of teaching little ones. I think they're awesome, and I just think they're like little sponges, and I'm so happy to be here, and everybody's been so kind and welcoming, and I can't wait to get started.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us your name, where you're from, and what you'll be teaching?
My name is Joanne Marks. I will be teaching 4th grade this year. This is my 21st year of teaching. I've taught everything from kindergarten to 8th grade with the exception of 3rd and 5th. And I'm coming from St. Ephraim School.
Great. Could you please share just a little bit of background information that you'd like our family at St. Andrew to know?
I I would think that I would want them to know that I just really enjoy my job. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy going into the students. I love to see them grow from the time I get them in September until they leave me in June. I think it's a real sense of accomplishment seeing the kids that I've taught over the years and kids that have come back to me and seeing how they've just become successful.
That's great, very rewarding. Could you please share just a little bit about your faith and why being at a Catholic school is important to you?
I would say that the most important thing, I grew up in a very traditional Catholic family. My faith is very important to my husband and I. He's very involved in church. And I think just being with the kids, when a child's having a hard day, I can bring God into it, and I can talk to them about their faith. Maybe there was a death in the family or something's happening, and I could sit and have a personal conversation and take it to another level.
That's great. And we are ecstatic that you're here with us.
Thank you.
Can you tell us why you chose St. Andrew's School?
I just, over the years, have heard tremendous things about St. Andrews, and I'm really excited to be part of the community.
Great.
And it's been very welcoming. The teachers here have been really great.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think my biggest goal for this school year is to get better every day. And to me, that should be the goal of every student that walks in the door. We want to get better in our character, be better people, our faith and our relationship with Jesus, and academically. We want to strive to improve every day. And it's my job to support all the students and teachers and help make that easier and more enjoyable as they work on their path to get better every day.